Radiant team ban.
You know what I'm realizing though?
10
It seems
seconds
any
remaining.
team that has like a clear-cut initiator seems to just be doing better in this series.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Beastmaster, Backriders, anything that can like jump in, losing everything with like.
Alliances turn to ban.
What's that? It's the vision here. Honestly, I think those are the big things right now.
I'm still baffled that there's no other mix. I really still think it's pretty strong.
10 seconds remaining.
I bet you like secrets probably like.
5 seconds remaining.
How do you not just pick OD Lion first too or something?
Reserve time.
Zero void picks, I can appreciate that one.
Radiant team pick. Alliances turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, a lot of people are playing Hotel. I don't really think he played
Alliances turn to pick.
That's like a pretty hard remaster.
Should have been clapped.
That one play in the Roche pit.
That was their one chance of coming back to the game. Should have won.
Yeah, like you have to know they're gonna pitch against Bad Rider. S4, he always like pre-casts the orchid before it's like super quick to cast.
I mean, there's no way you go for the clap. There's no way. That's the only thing that I thought was just big in that game.
10 seconds remaining.
They gave Alliance Gen though.
5 seconds remaining.
And I need to go back tonight and iron my
Reserve
other shirt.
time.
I don't know why it's all messed up. Where are you looking at him getting close to getting flamed? Oh, really?
Radiant team pick.
Shanghai Druid.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Is there actually something wrong in Dota TV? I don't know.
Reserve time.
Because the mic is showing up.
That's fine. I mean, it's just, I think they're just sending it into the computer and it's like sounds bad. So this will be completely a non-issue with like
I know, like
Stacks Tower.
yeah, I know. I don't care really.
Unless someone
I just hated having to be included in it. Like,
Rainbow Spirit.
Radiant team ban.
yes, they
They also know it's going to get faced today. Just what Alliance did last game.
Alliances turn to ban.
Phoenix at. Can't really run Phoenix IO.
10 seconds remaining.
But also,
5 seconds remaining.
She does.
Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Alliances turn to ban.
uh,
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I have 2 more. Unless I don't do the last one. I really want to though. I think it's gonna be super. Well, it's supposed to be me, but I took over his
Alliances turn to pick.
Yeah, I mean, he offered to do the last one since I took over the first one, but the last one's the best match. So, I don't know.
yeah, I'm not gonna leave unless I'm gonna lie down.
The lounge, yeah. We'll see. See how I feel.
10 seconds.
This is a good game. Could be epic.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I mean, Quap's pretty okay as well, I guess. But if you
Legion
get that
Commander.
market- Oh,
Radiant
they're
team pick.
putting a buff on the bear.
They want some sort of option versus the usage on Dota. I don't think there's anything else.
This is a land.
Ten
10 seconds remaining.
At Simpson. Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Really? Yeah, he's a cool guy. We've been trying to get them to sponsor
Reserve time.
the summit and stuff. Yeah.
Earth Spirit.
I don't think they're that interested in Dota.
Alliances
I don't
turn
think
to
any
pick.
sponsors are right now. They're way more interested in CSGO.
Flyers. Play with his upstairs. So funny.
Now they just need Storm, man. Triple Spirit strat.
10
They're
seconds
flaming flies.
remaining.
He was like, I your spirits. That's it.
Radiant team pick.
Did they lose? The Oracle pick. Could be a Dark Seer for. Yeah.
Someone picks it. Pick.
I don't know how. I think it's more like sustained.
Tide
Unexpected Dark Seer, maybe. Ooh.
Alliances turn to ban.
Sure.
10 seconds seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
All my shirts were
Reserve time.
Express. They're on like an 80% sale. We got
I paid so much more for mine.
I was so happy. I was like, nice quality and everything.
Express is cheap though.
Radiant team banned.
Well fitted.
Yeah, exactly. I got like modern feel. I was looking at that actually. I believe that pretty heavy.
You spent $180 to
10 seconds remaining.
That sounds like something I should do.
5 seconds remaining.
I really liked one of them, and I was like, oh, where can I get it? He told me the website. I was like, I was like,
Reserve time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere else.
yeah, never.
I got the slim fit.
Yeah.
I like the way they fit. Plus, I get to say I'm slim. Yeah. Working on it, baby.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Well, I've certainly come somewhere from there.
Alliances turn to pick.
I'm not blaming you, dude. Take this off.
Alright, what is S4 playing?
Why not just go fuck it?
I think it's, why did that like I think it's S4 Legion.
Yeah, so.
10 seconds remaining.
It's gotta be Queen of Me.
5 seconds
We got like
remaining.
no sun.
Reserve time.
Pop, pop.
10 seconds remaining.
I can't even think of anything outside the box. Yeah.
Radiant team pick.
Alright, buddy, one more.
Get the guess right. Let's get the guess proper this time.
Alright, who are we guessing?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Thank you very much, Alan. That's right, we're live here at Kiev Cyber Sports Arena, deciding game number 3, OG taking on Alliance. Fall coming into the series, I had OG, you had Alliance. I'm going to stick with OG. Are you standing by your boys from Sweden?
Oh, come on. Man, I wanted to go with OG this time. You know what? I'll stand by my Alliance boys just because they have the Ake-chan, they have the Bulldog, Lone Druid. They have basically comfort heroes. I'm just
5 seconds.
Oracle, though.
Legion Commander and the Oracle. Those are the two big ones for me right now.
Oracle has not had a great win rate at the tournament. Not to say it can't be a strong hero, it just hasn't worked out, but
I want Legion Commander to win.
Prepare.
I like the Legion pick. I actually really like it. We've seen the Lone Druid Legion Commander combo before. I think it was actually eHome running it with Lanham playing as a support Legion Commander, but this time it will be a carry for Loda. And you basically just keep on throwing press the attack on the bear, and it gets absolutely out of control. When they did that, they even had a Crosswex Invoker, so they were also throwing Alacrity on the bear. It was just insanely strong. We won't quite see that level. But what about the Oracle? Why do you think Alliance went to it this game?
I think it was just a nice and safe pick, some burst damage added into their lineup, and then I was commenting to you about the guy on Reddit who said, you know, whenever you see somebody pick Ember Spirit, you know, pick Oracle and follow him around, and it's gonna like ruin his game. So maybe they're going for something like that, but it also gives you like the save as well, which is gonna come in handy at multiple
30
different times. So
seconds.
we'll see
I
what
like
he does.
your Reddit impression. No matter
I mean,
what
that's how I read it. You know, when you look at it and you're reading it, you're just like, this guy definitely doesn't like Ember Spirit, so he picks Oracle all the
He's
time.
role playing a water spirit, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Game 3. Rune's getting ready to spawn. Crowd's hyped up.
What a hype day. Both series going to game 3.
And Alliance going to be controlling the bottom rune here. On the other side, it looks like OG. We'll get the top. So Miracle going to be grabbing his early bounty. S4 his as well.
So it does look like Ake is going to be emphasizing on shutting down the top lane, which it was the Tide Hunter, but now they actually they switched it up. They're putting Tide bottom versus the Lone Druid and having Bristle back top. Probably going to see some rotations come out of the Wisp there. But he doesn't go for the bottle. We've been seeing Crit doing this over and over lately. He buys the stick, he buys the gauntlet, and he gets just some regen on himself.
Hello, Fly. And pretty deep here.
Uh-oh.
And Alliance doing some heavy damage. Has the rolling boulder.
Roll out.
But they still force it out nice and early. And he does not really get too much done. Looks like he maybe wanted to try and bully the Chen of Ake a bit. But Ake will find the early Hellbear Smasher and get to work.
Yeah, and again, Ake did port into the middle lane, and he ran top and put the ward behind the tower right away, or on that cliff that you see there.
You know, it's kind of a big deal that he took all that damage, where normally it wouldn't necessarily be, because he does not start with a South here, and his HP is pretty low. He rolls in. First one's a miss. S4 looking to turn this and punish. Hooks him with some auto attacks. Meanwhile, top though, this could be the first blood. No tail dropping quickly. Looks like they did bring in the jet creep, and it is a connection. Alliance strike first. They're off to the races.
They even have the passive on Legion Commander, so I guess he just was not really expecting all the damage coming out from the Fortune's End as well as the Ursa Clap.
I mean, obviously having the sustain can be very nice against the slow and steady harassment that Bristleback brings to the table, but our Spirit already back to the well. Chen already scoring a first blood, so Ake getting more done here on the roaming support early. As for our mid lane though, Miracle 8-3. S4 sitting around 7-2, and he's still got 2 creeps to go for this wave, so could be slightly ahead, but this is a really good start for an Ember Spirit. Is this a matchup where you expect him to do this well?
With the Poor Man Shield, as well as just getting a little bit of help from the Wisp at the start to block the creep wave, as long as the lane is in a good position for him, he does okay. They both do have lane wards in the mid lane, as well as he does go for the slightest fist skill build, so you can't really even Shadow Strike him at all.
I'll see Miracle for now closing in on level 4, and Ake prowling around in the river trying to decide which lane he wants to gank next.
Yeah, just kind of emphasizing on that. For people who don't really know about it, is you can constantly dodge the Shadow Strike if you Sleight of Fist properly. This time it does connect on Miracle though.
Yeah, it's a 30-second cooldown, and at level 1 the Shadow Strike 16, so there is that window where you want to Sleight of Fist if you leave it at level 1, but you can just play safer, and at the very least it reduces the overall damage you're taking. Generally, we'll see the Queen of Pain at least take just the 1 point as we threaten you and force you into Sleight of Fist. But here, top lane, Ronda going to be healed up by EGM. They turn it quickly, and he easily walks away. Back to full HP against a tri-lane. Very sustainable dual lane that Alliance are running, and this is allowing the Chen of Ake to be active elsewhere. It doesn't seem like they need his help, even against 3 heroes.
Yeah, but then putting the pressure on Loda just lets the Bristleback be able to get farm. Not just levels, but yeah, the last hits is really important when you look up on the last hit board right now. They have 3 people getting decent amount of farm, even though S4 is doing a really good job in the mid lane right now.
Now the one lane we haven't really looked at is Bulldog bottom lane up against Moon, who had a rough game number 2 after a pretty good game 1 on the StarLadder. But in game 2 in game 1 he had that like 3 to 4 minute window before the 10-minute mark where he was left alone, caught up with the Iron Talon nicely. As it played out this game, as we see Miracle moving in mid, still has the chains, was trying to get S4 low enough that he would die before the chains expired, but didn't quite bring him into the critical HP threshold. S4 with a blink cooling down, it's going to force Miracle back. But gotta say, Ember Spirit having a pretty good time considering the matchup.
Yeah, definitely. But S4, I mean, 23 to 6 to 13 to 3. He's definitely having a much better time with Ember Spirit.
Yeah, is getting harassed quite a bit, but has the bottle, getting his levels so far. Closing in on level 5, and probably continues to receive help for these parts. Top lane, Dota alone. In they go, getting blocked out by the Hellbear. Alliance find another one.
Yeah, really
Against
well
Big
done
Daddy they pick on. The ward did scout that rotation, I think, as they rolled down.
Yeah, Bulldog, a little bit of a micro mishap there. He actually sent his bear to the bottom room to Savage Roar so that he can secure the rune, but Moon gets it anyway before the Savage Roar goes off.
So now a regen rune picked up for Miracle, S4.
Uh-oh, crit. Could be in trouble here.
Again.
Oh, no mana for the second for Purifying Flames there.
Close
Rolling
call,
in,
and
doesn't
Fly,
catch it.
rolling,
He does
but
get on the creeps.
can they finish them off? The Quills come out. Fly though, is he in too far? Hold that play down in 5 seconds, just explodes for the new damage from EGM, massive damage. And they're gonna walk away.
Good old Penitence, that 15% bonus damage really applying there. And
Radiant's
Fly
top
being
tower
a little
is
bit
under
too
attack.
aggressive with his rolling boulder there.
So this bottom lane going quite well for Moon overall. Closing on level 6, Bulldog also getting his farm. Do you expect anyone to start moving as far as these lanes go for either team? Generally, the Lone Druid's going to sit here, but like with Tidehunter or Ember maybe rotate, or do they also just want to focus on their own levels?
They probably just want to wait until Moon has Ravage, then they can try to make a play with 2 or 3 man rotation. If the Wisp comes with the Earth Spirit, perhaps they can get the kill on Bulldog, but he does opt for the phase boot so that he can harass Moon a bit.
Yeah, this is definitely a deviation for Bulldog, but generally he's not getting the 1v1 matchups either.
Yeah, it's just like an adjustment that he definitely realizes from like, in his pub games and stuff. He does this all the time.
There goes the Miracle mid lane, he's not level 6, he's real close though, and he's going in with the Flame Guard. Forces out some very defensive play from Alliance here, and now he is 6.
Let's see if we try. See
me
if we
while
can get
bottom.
from bait.
Looking
Moon
for
wants-
Bulldog. He's got the Ravage ready. Bulldog has not scouted this one out. They're still
Mid lane
pressuring. Mid
Miracle.
lane Miracle. Second round. Will this be the charm? No. He's barely alive. Healing up from the Purifying Flames now.
It's very close.
And bottles. So Fly, it looks like, did not find the opportunity to go on Bulldog. He's now going to pull the lane back.
Radiant's
And
middle
seems
tower
he
is
too
under
will dodge the
attack.
gank.
Oh, Ake's not happy though. He just got another Wildkin. He's like, damn it, I want to get this. I want to get my gank going right now. I've had my smoke. I want my secondary proper ganking.
Used to be Wildkin was like the dream creep for that AFK jungling, you know, just stack the camps up, but now it seems to be much more about the satyrs than anything else.
Yeah, it just seems like aggression pays off much better in this type of patch right now.
Stack Dota, where have you gone? I don't think anyone really misses it too much though.
Yeah. Looks like No-Tail doesn't want to stay in that top lane anymore. He wants to make his way down to the bottom and secure some farm. They catch the Ravage on Bulldog.
They are committing here on the man, but a great Savage Roar once again might be enough to scare Bulldog for 3 hit for him. They do, of course, the goo. And while that's happening, there's also a gank for the top lane. Flanking crit and looking to lock them down. Zaho just wants some levels. Tenner's back. It might just be far enough to get out. Loader was not 6, did not have the duel, but
Radiant's
Crit
top
continues to
tower is under
retreat.
attack.
Purifying Flames healing him up bit by bit. One more swing, and Loader jams it in with the overwhelming odds. Gets the kill. Well played there. We do see a TP cooling down in 10 seconds. A miracle though. With the DD rune, so Alliance, they gotta be careful about
Dire's
forcing the issue here
bottom
top.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, definitely. They do have an extra catapult too that Ake picks up, but
Radiant structures are
I don't know if
fortified.
a Miracle wants to make the full commitment to going up there.
So they have adjusted the lanes now. It's
Radiant's
no
top
tail
tower
over
is
for
under
bottom,
attack.
and they're leaving supports up top.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the rotation?
I mean, it's definitely needed. They already have. Tidehunter already has 6. He doesn't really need to get anything else out of the lane. You definitely want No-Tail to be getting something and not to be at risk of dying.
So no tail is gonna opt for the Ring of Health here.
They've replaced that. Alliance replaces that same ward on that cliff there.
Don't think it was scouted by the Radiant either. But we're yet to see Miracle leave the mid lane, really. And, you know, down a bit as far as CS goes best for, but he's really stabilized overall. 35 to 41. It's a lot closer than it was when you pointed out the advantage S4 had a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
And that's with the additional pressure the Oracle brought, so gotta say he's showing just why he gets so much hype.
The one scary thing is that No-Tail is still getting heavily pressured in this bottom lane. Bulldog's just sticking his bear on him constantly, hoping for the roots. Not able to get that efficient farm that he wants.
Bulldog feeling a lot more confident now that the Ravage is down and No-Tail showing himself. Yes, Moon did opt for the Iron Talon in the end. And with the Iron Talon, with the levels maxed out Anchor Smash, he has gone to the jungle. He'll be building towards the mech here, along with the Arcane Boots.
And he's gonna get it at pretty decent timing.
5-man will get a lot scarier with that, and you look at a Bristleback likely going into a Vanguard next. These heroes will get quite tanky. You have some good frontliners for an Ember Spirit, and a squishy support in an IO. Speaking of which, Crit, he's feeling a little underleveled right now. Only 4 at the 9-minute mark.
Yeah, the 2 supports on the side of OG are kind of suffering. The Chen is level 5 for Alliance already, and the Oracle is already level 5.
Ake, also only 5, a bit of bad luck, but he's had more impact in the lanes with all the smoke gangs, so.
Yeah.
He has secured a slight lead here mid lane. They jumped in on S4. The remnants come crashing out, and then the boulder kick smashes the Quap into the ground. Oh, gee. They'll make the Queen of Pain feel some pain of their own. Grab the kill, 2 to 4 now. And they are finding openings. That's a pretty big kill as Crit closes in on his level 5. Fly
Gets
to
him the
secure.
urn charges too.
Ooh. Delicious.
No, that's I feel like that's actually the big one. Oh, of course, getting the kill is huge, but getting that the urn charges up on Crit is always super useful because he doesn't opt for his bottle anymore, it seems.
Yeah, that is an interesting adjustment, and we've seen him go much more into the stick early on. That bounty rune in the bottle, I guess they just really want Miracle to get the bounty rune early. And in the matchup, I guess he needed it, benefited from a lot, so it has paid off. Grab the bounty rune top now. So what are the timings you're looking at here, Yannis, with the way the game's developing? Key items, key abilities or opportunities for rotation? Like, what's each team's, you know, checklist of what they're looking for?
Of course, setting up for bottom right now, but I'm like positive that Alliance really wanted to get that top tower, but OG's really committing a bunch of heroes, just not allowing them to do that. I think that the rotation they wanted to do was getting that top tower and then going toward that bottom tower and trying to pressure it with the LD, with the Legion Commander, but they're not able to do so just yet. But now we do see Loda moving toward that mid lane. Ake already actually smoked without him, but it looks like they're going to go toward that bottom lane and just invade anyway. They saw Moon coming in toward top lane and they're just like, you know what, Moon is the strongest hero on their team right now, let's just avoid him for now, for the time being.
They are flanking. Miracle in mid. Going in now, they commit the duel. Can they burst them down in time? They have a Centaur stomp, they let it fly. Miracle dropping low, he gets the sleight of fist off, but he jumps away. Didn't have the correct amount of chain stun to finish the job.
Yeah, I think Ake really rushed the stun there on the Centaur stomp. The duel was still going on.
Did he get off the boulder toss?
Yeah, he got the boulder toss off, but the stun went off when the duel was still going on. It's a really long disable. Even at level 1, 4 seconds in, I think it was like 2 seconds in, so. But at least it baited it a bit of a reaction toward the mid lane, and now they were able to claim that bottom tower and get some damage on the team too.
So Bulldog, the secret victor there. Midas coming, but with the early phase boots, this will not be a particularly fast Midas. We're now 12 minutes in. And he also got boots for the hero as well, so.
Yeah, that's something that you never see Bulldog do.
It delays the Radiance timing, but it did allow him to maybe hold his own more bottom lane as S4
forces the match.
Threatens Moon, but can't finish the job. Not quite enough firepower.
Yeah, that was really nice. Instead of Ake going for bottom tower, because he saw S4 there, he goes for that mid rotation, and it ends up working out perfect for them. So Alliance spots that ward in the mid lane too. They just placed their own, and they saw Trick place another one.
Alliance, yeah, aggressive here. Going for the D ward. The Chen creeps will do it safely. As OG are grouping up, so having vision of this particular location, hugely advantageous right now.
And No-Tail finished up his Vanguard, and they do seem to be wanting to stack up the Ancients just to get him a little bit more influx and farm.
And that was what we saw the Ember Spirit really brought to the table in Game 1, was the opportunity to play for the late game, to not feel any pressure to force the issue, even with the lead, and they would just find pickoffs when they were convenient, not like be pressing too hard to get them.
Yeah, and Alliance spotted that invis rune, so they're just avoiding that mid tower completely. Same thing, avoid Moon, he's got Ravage up, he's got the mech, there's no point in being there. Just let Bulldog do his own thing bottom, try to delay them a little bit, and just play in the enemy jungle.
They scout out Ake here. Miracle wants to go. The TPs are coming. Pings are out. And Moon flanks. Will he get there in time? Miracle tracking Ake down. Finds the secured chains. Going level 6 maybe goes for the stop. And they throw Boulder there, but the Remnants forward will end him. And Fly celebrates it. To the fact. So now Relocate about to come out. And they also have Magnetized. So these slightly underleveled OG supports are getting their level 6s at long last.
Yeah, that seems fine though. You know, you only lose your Chen, you lose some of the creeps, but not the biggest deal because Bulldog was able to get more damage on that bottom tower. And I think he is not going for the Radiance build. Okay, he's going for the Maelstrom this game.
I think they want to actually set up on S4 here. They have Ravage. Are they considering this?
Might be able to get it here.
Fly's got him out, he goes for the quick hit, the boulder, goes for Ravage. Oh, it actually went right through him! The tentacle
just pierced this hero, but apparently wasn't actually in stun range. Still though, Miracle chasing him down with the flame guard. Oh, mid lane couldn't quite get out.
If that spirit didn't hit him, I think he actually may have lived there. Top lane getting pressured.
That was bizarre. It clearly looked like the rabbit should have been him visually, but
Yeah.
works out in the end anyways. Loda, duels no tail, preventing the Bristleback from offering anything, and it is the first duel victory of the game. Alliance make it 5-4, but nothing comes for free for either team.
Yeah, now they're gonna build the pressure this top tower. Miracle is there to kind of deter the push a bit, but inevitably, I think that top tower is gonna go down.
Do they try and hold? It seems they want to. Miracle popping the flame guard and now engaging after the Oracle's already tried to purge him. And he'll get that extra damage on Loda, but the Savage Roar comes through. They don't have another stun. Good control there by Bulldog, allowing Alliance to retreat safely. And look at this. There is no Midas. In fact, Bulldog says, I'm going Maelstrom.
Maelstrom, yeah.
This
Very
is
weird.
a throwback lone Druid build. I'm actually curious now, when is the last time we've seen a Maelstrom lone Druid in a... Certainly for Bulldog, it's been ages.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I guess they just want to be able to have the timing sooner. They want to be able to push these towers down early. They know Ravage is down right now, so this is the time to be able to try to pressure lanes. However, OG does not want to drop towers. They are bringing 4 or 5 heroes everywhere.
They want that bear, but it does manage to get up the Savage Roar, though the kick comes through anyway. They're trying to heal it up with the Oracle, not going to happen. EGM ends up going down, and now the chase onwards that for they get the silence, really good control, but he does break out. Another kick has broken up nails it straight down the middle. That's 2 kills in the end, almost got a 3rd out of it. S4 will make it home, but OG keep on pressing in, and the good thing for them is that they're doing this without a Ravage. They're not committing big spells.
Guardian Greaves though there was really helpful, especially because of course, you know, when Wisp is tethered with something, you get the double heal. They were able just to punish Alliance being a little bit too aggressive.
S4 is just getting bullied every time I see Miracle. He's chasing this poor Queen of Fate. And it seems S4 is not going to be rushing an Orchid. He's actually going, defensive. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, S4. You can't afford to make that kind of a mistake.
That was, yeah, I guess he just, something happened there, like something with the mouse or something.
Misclick.
That was very weird blink there for S4.
Oh, it's the
Still
costly
coming
one.
out, top lane, top river.
Rule number 2.
There it is.
Loda, snagging a haste turn, but Miracle just rushes in. He wants to kill off the squishy supports. He knows the duel's on cooldown, but Loda does have the haste to work with, so a lot of damage. As Miracle overextended, has 1 remnant. Miracle's turn! Oh, he just got a little... Oh, is he gonna live? Is he gonna live? Barely survived. Well, the timing was just right for him. Slightly off for S4, but... it works out in the end for the Wonder Kids. BGM though, team, where's my team? He's not going anywhere. But S4 looks further perhaps, has his ultimate. They're slowly working EGM down as the false promise expires. They will kill him off. Now S4, nuking Red. Somebody takes again, he turns desperately with the pop and again he pops S4. 0-4. That is not the performance they think of as they made it here. From the rear comes Fly, goes for the kick through, and they get to work. Loaded with the gear, no tail dropping fairly quickly, but Miracle City starts to magnetize. Waterworld, gets getting on the chase, so they post up immediately, and they chase onwards. It's not Alfredo, it's the main Bulldog here doing the work, but it's not enough! Moon shuts them down, 4 heroes. Back to the well for Alliance, and the 5th is running for dear life.
And Miracle's full heal there. Guardian Greaves plus the Wisp. Relocate coming out. They're looking for Loda. Blink Dagger's on cooldown. Miracle thought he was going left, but it doesn't seem like they're going to catch him.
They committed a buyback on the IO there, but oh, well worth it. Oh. Miracle is everywhere.
That's such a cool interaction too. You saw how when he remnanted top, it just didn't move. It's because the Fortune's End stops movement. So your remnant just doesn't move because you have no movement. That was, I really didn't know that that's the way it is.
Yeah, and he just like, normally you know he's gonna couple units away. They're trying to keep him alive, play with the tether in. Loda looking for kill number 3, and nothing's happened. This time it's another kill for OG as Miracle continues chasing forward. They failed to show a second phase, so OG took it earlier in this game, and you can see why. The Miracle show is live here. Yeah, but Alliance seem to have no answers for him at this point. EGM in the trees, getting TGM, that's not gonna happen. Another 4 heroes. Self-destruction sequence activated. Alliance are losing it.
OG they're doing such a good job at responding to these pushes. They don't care if the Ravage wasn't up like you were saying before. They just don't want to lose those tier 1s, which I think is extremely important to them. If they lose that map control versus the Chen, it can be devastating. And you're seeing Ake is getting punished so heavily because of this, because he's not able to get the towers. He still doesn't have his mech.
Well, we need to take a step, but more importantly, I think Alliance do, Frog. How do they calm down, reset, try to look at the state of the game? There's been some individual miscues, some team decision-making that obviously hasn't worked. What should they be doing? What's the way back into the game?
They need to chill out, honestly. They keep getting outnumbered in these team fights. They don't have everybody there. They don't have the creep army built up or anything. They need to watch out, because every time they're taking these engagements, it just feels like they're getting outnumbered.
So is it about not fighting, just being more selective as to when you fight?
Definitely being more selective as to when you fight, but at this point now, it's very scary, because ideally with Chen, you want to have another tier 1 tower. Now Rai gets pulled up.
There's another duel win for Loda, stacking them up. The Moon is about to get a Ravage, and the Guardian Greaves keep him in fighting shape a bit longer. Now the relocate comes in, the punish again from OG, looking for Loda too. They're going to try to let him down with the Bristleback, the IO they will. A double kill for Crit. Miracle hunting for the third, but S4 able to retreat.
Again, just getting outnumbered. You know, they get the nice kill on the Earth Spirit, but at the same time, they just bring in another, like, 2 heroes. They have 1 hero already there behind the Earth Spirit, and then they just relocate 2 more.
And they're hunting for a third kill once again. Ake will get caught out here. The Creative Fatal comes from behind and integrates by IO. And will bring down Crit, but it comes at the cost of S4. It's going to be 4 heroes from the looks of things. Sleight of Fist makes it so. Another quad hero takedown. OG, I think the 3rd or 4th of the game. It has been a bloodbath and mostly favoring them, and now Miracle has completed a battle fury, but he's doing it by farming heroes. Now 9-0-9 with a 7-3-10 list for Crit. 2 relative youngsters here on the top tier 1 Dota, and they're showing just how much they can get done, but you can feel No-Tail maybe overextending his own right. Loda collects victory number 233.
Typical Moon.
And they're moving in. Moon overextending as well. Healed up for a bit, but no burst. So, Alliance stabilized. They get 3. They also ended a decent streak from the IO, I believe. But I just see OG that moving forward. They just want to go right back in.
Yeah, I can't say it enough. I'm really impressed how much they just needed to defend those tier 1s, and they did it perfectly.
S4 gets caught. The chains are there again. The physical damage is almost enough to kill S4 instantly. He could have gone for the Remnant into Slight, but he wants to play it safe. Miracle, another Slight, gets troll trapped, kept away. Meanwhile, the Rosham's hit, there's also action breaking out. And Fly has a Magnetize ready with heroes fairly low. Miracle trying to corral heroes on their own, and it's Ake who he catches. A quick chains into a boulder smash. All they need is 1 more roll, and this one's on point. Fly might have gotten lapped in by his team, but he's getting the job done here on the big stage as EGM is in the pit, goes for the TP out. Miracle, chains going down, will Roshan back? No, not quite. But this does mean Chen out of the picture. Oracle back to the well with OG marching in the pit, and they have an item that has been mostly forgotten. It's a medallion, and in this case, could be big. Look at the Alliance, though. They sweep around, trying to set up. They have a level 2 Queen of Pain ult. Can they maybe steal the Roshan?
S4 went
Can they find a way into this pit? It seems no. The forfeit in, and Miracle has already been almost impossible to kill. In fact, so far hasn't died. Gets even harder to kill.
Huge wins coming out there for OG.
This is such an intense back and forth game, but it is starting to pull away for OG now. With the Roshan kill, about a 7,500 gold lead, closing in on, and possibly even peaking over, a 10,000 experience lead. And the way Alliance have itemized as well, it's not as much for the late game. It's a Blade Mail Blink Dagger Legion Commander. There's no Radiance to send the board. Here we go. The kills that they need. Rhoda blinking for 62 dual victory damage. The might get punished. The Ravage connects on 2. They want S4. Dual Scepters there. Gonna need 1 auto attack. Sleight of Fist. Chains Miracle again. Shutting down S4. 1-7 to the 9-0 and 11 of Miracle. We can clearly see the upper hand in that particular matchup. And Loda will be next. 2 cores down for support Earth Spirit. Fly is going to take that trade all the way to the bank.
He even finishes up the Mjolnir in this instance on Bulldog.
It limits the comeback options pretty severely for Alliance. Means they need to be taking some fight victories. Haven't seen too many. as Moon will get caught out by the Oracle, joining the Fortune's End.
I'm gonna kill the bear.
But they might kill the bear. With the medallion, it's a lot easier to bring down.
He's avoiding the Savage Roar. Nice play there by No-Tail.
And that's 300 gold and experience going OG's way. A tier 1 as well. Maybe a tier 2, but they do not have the Ravage for now.
I really don't feel like this 1 in 5 on No-Tail is attributing to what he's been doing this game. He's actually had a lot of commitment and a lot of just plays coming out for him. Just leveling up the goo early on, getting the kill on Lone Druid, as well as his rotations all over the place. He's just that meaty frontliner that ends up dying, but he's doing a lot of work.
An extra death early, they lose that tier 1 sooner, or even if he just doesn't have as good a time in the lane, and then suddenly Alliance is snowballing a little bit more. Maybe Bulldog doesn't feel like he has to get so much done in the lane, goes for a different build. Definitely a case where the butterfly effect should be considered.
Yeah.
But OG take the tier 2 now. Closing in down the stretch. Miracle. Can I have the Lincolns before this Aegis expires? Almost certainly. And then how do you kill him? The Blink duel has been the tool for Alliance to lock him down.
But even then, they haven't killed him.
Right. They got really close top, but imagine him with the Lincolns.
Yeah,
How do you do it?
This is looking quite grim right now for Alliance, but they're just going to still try to keep in it. S4 has just got to keep the split push on, keep the lanes out of their side of the map.
So with the advantage OG has acquired here, is there a point soon where they need to or want to think about breaking the base, or should they be taking that slower approach?
I think they can take as slow as an approach as they want in this game. They have an ancient stack that they can do whenever they want. They have multiple different areas that they can farm all over the place. And Alliance is going to have no way to kill Miracle now that he has that Lincoln's finished up. They can take their time. They have the late game.
I mean, look at this. He's solo pushing mid to the enemy base. Nobody even in the neighborhood. He's aggressively diving EGM. Sure, he's got Aegis Lincolns, but it's not just the items he has. It's the way he's able to use them so offensively.
Yeah, I really don't think that OG's in any rush at this point.
They move off as a pack of 4 into their own woods, but it doesn't seem smoke gank's in order. Just a farm gank. They'll kill those neutral creeps. Get him!
They have to farm together.
Yeah, you go off on your own, you're getting relocate ganks.
He's gonna get outnumbered.
Ember might solo kill anyone, aside from Lone Druid maybe.
Dire's
So they're playing it safe.
tower is under attack.
But it is resulting in an ever-growing chasm of farm advantage here. OG slowly excavating. Alliance continue to find themselves just a little bit more in the hole, bit by bit.
Looks like they want to threaten a
Moon breaks in, and he was thinking about a Ravage on that score. But Fly was not quite in range.
Fly's getting into position now, though.
They can go for this, waiting for the boulder smash to see if it connects. It won't. And meanwhile, bottom, Miracles come for the rear flank. Got the remnant, go up the Aegis, they will connect the rear, they will get the Lincoln, the reinforcements will arrive, they get shooting quickly, for the damage of No-Tail, and Alliance by themselves on the run. Round 2 comes through, how do they kill Ember? A second time he jumps forward, and it's right where Aki's located, so he's gonna look to finish him off. Bulldog getting controlled, kited, and smacked down by an angry armadillo as OG extends the lead by another 2 kills. Remnant hunting for third, but the Chen is out. Ake bails on the team and treats home. Everything going OG's way, but this may be a small victory for Alliance. Even this, nothing for 3. Giannis, nothing
Gets the
for
kill,
3.
gets the experience. At least S4 gets that big bounty there at the end.
1,500 experience going the way, not of the quad, but of the IO. That is your Solar Crest earning IO, level 13. Only 2k net worth down on the Queen of Fade.
Yeah, now it's at this point is when OG really feels comfortable to go toward that high ground and just solidify the victory in this game.
And they know the Queen of Fade ult's on cooldown, so with Ravage up, Moon never actually dropping it, some new Blink Daggers for the squad, they may try to force something here.
Yeah, this looks like the time. They have the Blink Dagger on Miracle, Blink Dagger on Moon, and No-Tail just finished up the Vlads, so they have Crimson Guard and Vlads able to, so that they can break the high ground a bit easier.
And Miracle using the Blink to initiate as the Remnant back out, and he'll use it. Dodging the Savage Roar there, and now he wants to come back in, and He actually has an arcade rune. Very nice for sleight of fist. Seems good for him, and indeed it is. Blinking forward, jumping out. He'll be here. He ain't going anywhere.
He's got chill for a bit. Out of remnants.
Yeah, they don't recharge any faster. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't believe so either.
But the sleight of fist spam will do just fine. You can see every little chunk bringing S4 lower and lower, clearing out the creep waves, chipping at the tower. Queen of Painel, still 40 seconds.
Dota does have a BKB now, but let's see what's coming out in the courier. It's an Aghanims for the Tidehunter.
Every 4 seconds, Alliance getting chunked. And at any moment, there could be a Blink Ravage. You really have to be mindful.
Yeah, OG's they're just keeping them in their base. They see the side lanes are pushed in. There's no way that Alliance can get out there, and this is the moment where they're going to go for the high ground push.
Oh, and now Moon has completed an Aghanims.
Yep.
So you've got your long range AoE gun.
Tower is under
More spam to go with the Ember. It's a pretty cool combo if you think about it. Just lower everyone's armor, then go in for the sleight of fist. The siege continues in earnest. BKB now committed. Loading going on. America says, "Great, you're gonna ignore me," and then there's a relocate. They bring them back to safety. Ravage is still available. Alliance
Expended the Quapple, they expended the duel. Those are the only real team fight ultimates that they have.
And OG basically is nothing aside from relocate. And now they're going to look for the jump. Moon is ready to swag on some heroes. Get ready for the Blake Ravage. Get ready for the belly flops. He's holding it patiently. Alright. Maybe Moon learned his lesson. He's waited until game 3. I mean, we saw him do it a bit prematurely in some series in the past. This time, he's holding it like he said. There you go. 1-3. No chance. Eviscerated. Slaughtered. Completely destroyed. They have still not killed Miracle. 12-0 and 16.
Even Crit is having an incredible game. 10-4 and 16, and there it is. GG. Wow. I really have to attribute this win to OG just because of how keen they were on defending those tier 1 towers. Like we were both kind of saying. They didn't have Ravage, but it didn't really matter. They were just like, if we lose these towers, that's the only way that Alliance can win this game. They have the early game push. They have this very heavy pushing lineup. They don't have any team fight ultimates. If we're just able to hang on to this game, hang on to our tier 1 towers, we're gonna just close this out.
How scared are you of this OG team? Do you see weaknesses? Do you see